You know, I really love fall and winter, but what I don't love about fall and winter is that it gets dark so early. Like, it's literally 5 o'clock, and a couple months ago 5 o'clock would have been a perfectly acceptable time to film during the day, but now it's like the sun's gonna set in like 15 minutes. Not really, but you know. Hey guys, Meg here, and today I'm just filming my monthly K-pop haul for the month of October 2018. This is a little bit of a fail. October was a little bit of a fail. There's a few things that I have that I would normally include in this haul, but I haven't uploaded the video that you would see those albums in yet. It's a haul video, so I feel weird showing those here because you're gonna see that here first instead of in the haul video, so I'm saving those for next month's haul video. And also there's a couple of albums that I bought that were shipped with the incorrect shipping, and there's not really much I can do about the shipping once it's been shipped incorrectly. So those things are supposed to be here, but they are not because they were shipped with normal shipping. So yeah, I have less than I was expecting. I guess that just saves more for next month. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started nonetheless. I do have things to show you, things I'm very excited about. October was a hectic month. I couldn't even remember what the beginning of October was like when I was thinking about what albums I had to grab for this video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I bought this month was Super Junior's first mini album, One More Time. This, I have the limited edition and also the normal edition of this. I'm a huge Elf, as you guys know, so of course I had to buy both versions of the album, and yes, I'm in love with this. Packaging wise, not really in love with it. I think this is definitely my least favorite packaging I've gotten in the mail this month. Yeah, you know, what can we do? It comes in a plastic bag. There's not many songs on this album. One More Time, of course, I absolutely love. Lo Siento, the remix, is okay. I don't really like remixes, so I don't know. Track number 3, Animals, is a new song, and that's really, really good. That was a pre-release for this album. And the fourth song, which I'm not going to try to pronounce because I've never taken a single second of any Spanish class, so I will definitely butcher it. Yeah, I really like that song as well. I know it's a cover of a popular song. Yeah, I think that is a super fun song, and I think SJ did a really good job with it, and my friends who do speak Spanish have said that their pronunciation was really, really good in that, so that was a fun song. In this album, you get a button, one of 2, so this is the button that I pulled, and you also get a set of photo cards, which I guess I'll go ahead and flip through and show you real quick because yeah, I haven't put them in my binder yet. I don't usually put things in my binder before I film this video, but I definitely will be putting these in my binder after this. So the other random thing for this version of the album was a poster, which I don't have with me, but the poster I pulled was Raux, so that was exciting. And you can see that in my unboxing, so if you want to go see what it looks like, you can go watch that. Anything related to these albums that I have posted on this channel will be linked in the description box. I was just thinking, I think this is the second year in a row that I've filmed this on Halloween. I don't think throughout college I filmed any end of the month videos on Halloween. I think I was always too busy. The normal edition looks like this. The random stuff I pulled in this, you get a mini poster, which is different from the large poster you pull. And I pulled Eunji. Then what else do you got in this? You get a clear file. And I pulled Eunji for this, which would be up for trade for Donghae's if you are interested. And the photo card I pulled is Siwon, and Siwon is definitely up for trade for Donghae's photo card if you would like to trade. Even though I'm not a huge fan of his card from this version, but I do collect all things Donghae, so yes. These photo books are really, really gorgeous. I definitely would recommend picking up a copy of this album. If you like the songs, I think you really should at least get the normal version. I've heard people like the normal version's photo book more, but I personally am really biased, so I like them both. I think they're both really, really pretty, but it seems like more people enjoy the normal edition's photo book. But yes, regardless, support SJ. The next thing that I got was also an SM album in a bag. It's NCT 127's first full-length album, Regular Irregular. Why did I just want to call it NCT 127? It's definitely not what it's called. But Regular Irregular. I have the regular version and the irregular version, and they came in these fun clear files that had stickers on the back. These also came in bags, but I found that it's really not necessary to have a bag around these albums. They stay perfectly closed with just the clear files and everything stays okay, so you don't really have to save the bags. The bags aren't really meant, like, don't look like they're meant to be saved as much, but I know in my unboxing I was like talking about that, so I thought I would just update you guys. This album is really, really good. If you saw my playlist video that I put up the other day, that at this point in time, present time, I have not finished editing, but me will have finished editing it by the time you see this video. Yeah, I love this album. A lot of these songs made it to my top 20 for this month. Again, SM not showing me the track list right away. So I really like City 127, Replay, which is PM 127, Knock On, Come Back, and then Run Back to You are my favorites on this album. But the whole album is really, really good. I like both versions of Regular, the English version and the Korean version. At first, I wasn't the hugest fan of the English version of Regular, but then I heard the Korean version of Regular and I was like, some of my favorite English lyrics are not in the Korean version. So I'm very happy to have this album. Before I put everything away, let me show you everything that I pulled from this album. So you got a postcard, or sometimes people got 5 postcards, which I was like super jealous about. Like, why didn't I get 5 postcards? I don't understand. But I got 1 postcard in each of my albums and 1 photo card in each of my albums. To my knowledge, there's 1 set of postcards and 2 sets of photo cards, 1 regular, 1 irregular version, which I feel like is pretty standard. I'm happy there's only one set of postcards, because that means I only have 1 Johnny postcard to collect. So the 2 postcards I pulled were Win-Win, and I also pulled Doyoung, but I ended up trading my Doyoung one for Johnny's with Katie. So hopefully that will be coming in the mail soon from Canada. And then in my regular version, I pulled Haechan's photo card. It's super, super cute. He is up for trade for Johnny. If you're interested, please let me know. And in my irregular version, I pulled Johnny's photo card. So all I'm missing from this album is his regular version photo card, which is really, really exciting. And I prefer his irregular version photo card to his regular version. So I'm really happy that I pulled this one. I've never pulled Johnny before, so that was like really exciting. Yeah, I guess Win-Win, I would keep him, or if you have Tail and wanted to trade for Win-Win, I would be interested in doing that, since Tail is my second bias and he used to be my 127 bias before Johnny joined 127 and took over my life. I also this month posted a haul, which was mostly like photo cards and like a really cute, really nice package from someone. But in that haul, I also showed my version B of Monsta X's 4th single album, Livin' It Up, which I almost called this Spotlight, and I'm not sure why. Post-work brain, this is what we're working with. I absolutely love this single. I bought the other 2 versions last month, and this version was shipped at the same time. It just took longer to get to me than my Buyee package. But yeah, I really, really like this single. I bought it separately because I wanted Wano's random card, which is what this is. That's why it comes in plastic. But yeah, I've talked about this single before, but I did get this in the mail this month. The next set of albums that I got were some solo artist albums. So I got Eunji's 3rd mini album, Kehwa. I really like this album as well. It's a very ballady filled like album. Yeah, I didn't end up using this as a study album, but still a very, very good album. It's not a good morning drive to work album as well, because it will put you right back to sleep, but super, super good. I think my favorite song on this album is, what was I listening to today on my way home from work? The 4th song. That's my favorite track. Random things I pulled in this. You get a postcard, I believe there's 2, and then there's 1 of 3 or 4 photo cards. So the postcard I pulled was this one, which is super, super pretty. She's literally so gorgeous, and I just love the colors in the photo book in this album. It's so nice. And the photo card I pulled was this one, which is my favorite outfit she wears in the photo book, so that was cute. She has the cutest signature ever. Like, if you've never seen Eunji's signature, that's what it is, and it's literally like one of my top signatures in K-pop. It's so freaking cute. Also in the same package, I got Donghan's Dnight. That's upside down. Donghan's Dnight, both versions, because he is someone that I like just ended up buying both versions for. It wasn't even like I planned it out, like literally just have to buy both versions of his album. This is, however, not a album that will put you back to sleep. This is a very good, this is a very lit album. I shouldn't say good because that's not right. Both albums are very good, but Donghan's is definitely more of one that you can listen to while you're studying, and that's what I did with this one. I studied to it, and I also listened to it on my way to work in the morning, or I did for a little bit, and I've been distracted by something else the past few days, but we will discuss that. I think every song on this album is super good. I think Tipsy is like such a fun song. It's super fun. And Call My Name are my favorite songs. Goodnight Kiss is really, really good too. That's the title track. I don't like it as much as Sunset, but I do like it a lot. So, photo cards, you got the two I pulled in my version A album, where it was this one. And they spell out a message if you put all of the signatures together. And this one. And then the two I pulled in my version B album was this like very overexposed one, which is not my favorite, but it's still cute. And this one, which is like one of my favorite cards from his set. So I'm super happy I pulled this one. I won't be trading any of these because it's Donghan, and I just keep whatever cards I pull from him. He was my JBJ bias. So finally, it feels weird that I'm already saying that, but finally I bought a lot of money from me. It was Monsta X's new album, Are You There? Take One. This is literally what took over my life came out the 22nd, from the 22nd until now, which is the 31st. Like, this is literally all I've been listening to, and the only reason I've listened to other things recently is because I was like, I have to do my top 20 soon. Like, it can't be all Monsta X. Like, I can't just do that. So yeah, anything that came out that week as well, like Stray Kids came out that week, and Golden Child, albums that I just don't have yet, did buy, but they're just not here yet. I feel so bad because I love those groups so much, but that's how you know that Monsta X are truly ultimates for me, is that I'm like this with Super Junior and Infinite and A-Pink too. When they release albums, it's like nothing else like exists to me. Like, I'm so multi-fandom, but when it comes to an ult making a comeback, like that, you could say goodbye to that. Like, the only time that I think that I've made an exception to that was the day that Super Junior and Infinite came back on the same day. That was the only time I listened to like multiple releases on the same day. But Stray Kids, I like heard their song once after I'd listened to Monsta X's like 4 times, and I was like, oh, that's a good song, I should listen to it more, and then I just didn't. And Golden Child, and I was like, oh, that's super cute, but once I downloaded it, I was like, I'm starting to get out of it a little bit, which means that I've gotten over my initial like, oh my gosh, this is all I need to listen to. Anyways, you don't care about that. What my favorite songs on this album are, I love all these songs so much. I love Monsta X's first full-length album a lot. It was the album, well, I wouldn't say it was the album, but it was the album that I started actually considering ulting them, because it was just so good, and I just like defaulted to it literally for all of 2017, I think it was released in. But yeah, so this I feel like is going to be an album like that for me as well. Just a default album, because it's like default as in like there hasn't been many new releases I've been excited about. Like, what do I listen to? I'm bored of what's already in my top 10 playlist. What do I listen to? Which happens to me quite a bit. This year, mostly what I've been doing is listening to, like, putting on my top of 2018 playlist. My favorite songs on this album, Underwater is so good. It was my favorite song. I don't know if it's still my favorite song. I really like it though. So I also really like Shootout is the title track. I really like Shootout. I think it's a good song. I don't like it as much as Jealousy, but Jealousy is like one of my top Monsta X title tracks, so it's not really like a fair competition comparing those two. I would say Shootout is a really, really good Monsta X title track, and I very much enjoy it. But if you were to make me choose between that and Jealousy, I would choose Jealousy. But yes, I've talked about that a lot in my unboxing, so we're not going to get into it here. Heart Attack is really, really good. Nohanda, I Do Love You is a song that I heard in concert last year, and I love the OT7 version just as much as the OT3 version. It's so good. Moe is my favorite song, my favorite B-side, I think. And Oh My is really good, and Myself is really, really good, and By My Side is really, really good. Spotlight Korean version is really good. I just read you the whole track list. Just listen to this album, please. Let's go through random things before I lose the sunlight. Version 1. I actually haven't done a lot of trading yet. I haven't like shipped any trades out yet, so please do trade me for these things. I have Minhyuk's Polaroid. I'll just let you know if I'm keeping things or not. I'm keeping that Polaroid. I have Hyungwon's album card, which is up for trade for Wono's album card from version 1. I have this Minhyuk and Kihyun unit card that is up for trade for a Wono, Juhan, Shonu unit card. I pulled this Wono pre-order card. This is like his version A, I've seen people calling it as, so this I'm keeping. And then I also have a white group card, which I have 2 of these, spoiler alert, so one of them's up for trade for the group card where they have the black outfits, but I might be trading Toondi for that. So yes, that's version 1. Version 2, I pulled another white group card, so like I said, that's up for trade. I pulled Juhan's Polaroid, which is up for trade for, we'll go over it in a second, but that's up for trade for another member. I pulled another one of these Minhyuk and Kihyun units, also up for trade for a Wono unit. This Minhyuk card I'm already trading for Wono's other card, so I guess, yeah, so I don't really need his other pre-order card. And then I pulled Wono's album card, obviously not up for trade. Version 3, another Juhan Polaroid. So it's up for trade for Kihyun's priority for Polaroids. Kihyun and I am are priority for Polaroids. I think I am going to collect OT7 Polaroids, but that Polaroid's up for trade for Shonu, Hyungwon, Kihyun, or IM. I also pulled this Hyungwon IM unit card up for trade for a 101. I pulled Shonu's pre-order card. I'm not really sure what I want to do with my other 2 pre-order cards. I'm thinking about collecting maybe IM's as well because he's my second bias. So I would trade Shonu for IM's unit, his little pre-order card. I have this group card, which is not up for trade, and Hyungwon's album card, which is up for trade for Wono's. Version 4, Wono's Polaroid, which is really exciting because this was one of those things I did not want to have to trade for because that would have been really hard. I have this group card where they're all on the beach. So like I said, the only one I'm missing is the black group card because I collect all of the group cards. This card I'm trading Toondi for. Same Shonu pre-order, also would be up for trade for IM's version A or B. And I have Shonu's unit card, or his album card, which is up for trade for Wono's album card from version 4. That's it for everything that I bought this month. Like I said, I literally have a haul sitting over there that I'm going to film right after this. That's everything I got this month. I promise November will have more stuff in it. I know September didn't have a lot of stuff in it either, but I bought a lot of things. They're just not here yet. So I have IZ*ONE's album coming, Golden Child's album coming, I have Stray Kids, I have that haul over there that has 3 albums in it. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what your favorite thing was that came out in October and what you're most excited for in November down in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!